Hey there, YouTubers, and welcome back to Frank's Collecting Castle. My name, as always, is Daniel, and I'm finally back for part 2 of my Asian cinema collection. In part 1, I went through the boutique label editions I have of Asian cinema, and now we're going to go through the standard Blu-rays and a couple of DVDs. I also have some box sets and a steelbook. So let's just go through it. Let's just start, and we're starting off with this pile right here. Now, I've not seen all these movies, so I can't comment on all of these movies, but I do have them. As you can see, here's a movie called New World. This is from Montage Pictures. Or Eureka, actually. Let's see if this has it doesn't have a spine number. Open that up. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo. This is a Mafia Yakuza movie. I love and adore Mafia Yakuza movies, and I also love, just a huge fan of samurai movies. And here we have from Cineasia, The Swordsman. Next up, we have The Battle of Red Cliff, which is an amazing movie. This one I highly, highly recommend. Great set pieces, great like big time war action movie. This is a fantastic movie. Battle of Red Cliff. Absolutely, highly recommend this one. If you want like hardcore action, you go with Headshot. What's his name? Vaku Weiss, I think. He obviously did the Raid movies, which I have. Fortunately, I didn't bring that set, or did I? Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, this is Headshot. Hardcore action, just stone cold action if you want it. Next up, we have Fukushima, about obviously the Fukushima incident. Then we have Samurai Rebellion. This is a grand masterpiece by Masaki Kobayashi and Toshiro Mifune, the great actor Toshiro Mifune. Fantastic movie. Absolutely brilliant movie. And we have Shadow. This is very, very cool. The visuals in this movie is spectacular. Highly recommend this one. Sadako, part of the Ring franchise. I have the DVD of this as well. Moving on to the next pile then, we have the 800. Sounds funny when you say biggest box office hit of 2020. Well, that's when obviously COVID was huge throughout the world. But this is an action movie if you want. War action movie. Insane hardcore action as well. I actually have an animated movie here. This is Musashi, built on Musashi Miyamoto, one of the most important figures in Japanese history and war history. This tells the story of Miyamoto Musashi. We have a movie called Reset. A very cool action movie. This is a Swedish edition because this is Chinese action sci-fi movie. It's language here is, well, I'm sorry, my voice. This is actually in Swedish, so it's a Swedish edition. Then we have Ninja Assassin, another just great action movie. You don't see not a lot of ninja movies that like we did in the 70s and 80s, but I enjoyed this one. Then we have Curse of the Golden Flower. Moving on to some DVDs. This is the Criterion edition of Kagemusha. So this is a 2-disc edition. It has some very cool special features here. So we got audio commentary by Stephen Price. We have an interview with George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola, who both are heavily inspired by the works of Akira Kurosawa, and you can really tell that in their movies. Here's a pamphlet. Here's the 2 discs. And if you watch Star Wars and The Mandalorian and movies like that, you can clearly see the inspiration they've taken from Akira Kurosawa. Here we have Ron, another Akira Kurosawa, just brilliant movie. This is from Studio Canal. This has a thick booklet. This is a 2-disc edition. It has art cards. It's kind of unusual for just a DVD set to have it. This is a very nice edition. You can just check a little bit of the booklet here. The visuals of this movie is absolutely stunning. Let's see if we can take a look at the art cards as well. Look at this. The thick cards here. These are really cool cards though. I am not a fan of art cards. I think they're kind of pointless, but look at the visuals. The black and with the striking yellow and red. That's pretty damn amazing. Look at that. Yeah, this is an amazing movie by an amazing director. So yeah, the 2-disc edition. So you have the movie on the first, and then you have a documentary, feature-length documentary on Akira Kurosawa on the second one. So that is so cool. Next up, we have another gangster mafia movie called The Gangster, the Cop, and the Devil. This is Bullet to the Head. This is a heavy edition just for a single DVD. This is like type of heavier. They did that back in the day. Heavy set. This movie I've shown before on Blu-ray. I Saw the Devil. One of the great like serial killer movies of all time. This is such a good movie, and I feel it's underrated and underseen. It needs to be seen by more people. And we have Battle Royale. Of course, you saw me talk about this movie on, I have it on the Arrow Blu-ray. And of course, you have Takeshi beat Kitano, I should say. A great Japanese actors. I thought, yeah, this is a single edition. Always remember it for being a 2-disc edition, but it's obviously not. And we have Battle of Memories. I've not seen this movie, honestly. Brotherhood with Taiguchi. I absolutely adore this movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. And I do have another very cool edition, so I'm gonna pause it and get that edition as well to show off. Be back in a second. Yes. So here's the Korean 3-disc edition of Taegukgi, which is one of my absolute favorite movies. Maybe my all-time favorite movie. I love this movie so much. So this is the Korean edition. Very, very nice box here. Has this it's like some kind of incredible fabric. You open it up like this. You can take away this steel structure around here. Like that. A very thick book, to be honest. So this is a war movie. I've seen it so many times. I love this movie so much. People need to watch this movie. And we have art cards, photos. Then you have the movie. I'm just gonna put it like this. There we go. Like a media book. You open it up. You have 3 discs. Cool thing is here you have the timeline of the Korean War on there. So this is an amazing edition of an amazing, amazing movie. I love this movie so much, and I highly recommend everyone go watch Taegukgi, Brotherhood, or Brotherhood of War. It has many names. Continuing, you have the 2, Train to Busan, and the follow-up, Peninsula. I don't have the animated feature that is taking place, I think, between these 2, but Train to Busan was such a hit when it came out. Amazing, emotional zombie movie. And the Peninsula is like they ramped up the action tenfold, basically. That's pretty amazing. Sorry, I just grabbed some coffee for my throat. But Train to Busan and Peninsula, excellent movies. Then we have The Sadness. So if you like movies by Lucio Fulci, like me, this fits right up your alley. This has so much violence and so much gore, but it has incredible, the special effects are amazing. The makeup and all that stuff is amazing. The social criticism about this movie that isn't deep in depth into this movie is something else. Man, if you don't like gore or violence, don't watch this movie. This is an incredible movie. It has like very dark humor in it, but The Sadness. And then here we go. Here's the Raid and the Raid 2 collection. Balls to the walls action. You can't go wrong with these movies. Then we have A Record of Sweet Murder. So this is an underrated found footage movie made by the same director that also directed Noroi the Curse. Kinji Fukusaki, right? I'm trying to get it to focus. And it just doesn't. Koji Shirahashi, I'm sorry. This is a great movie. This is a really, really good movie. To bring back one soul, he must kill 27 people. And that's the premise of the movie. That sounds weird, right? But damn, this is an awesome movie. Highly recommend this. A Record of Sweet Murder. Going to the final stretch here. Let's start with something that is not an Asian movie, that is an Asian edition of the Urban Legends movies 1 and 2. So this is the Japanese DVD editions. As you can see, it's very beat up. It's old, but it's cool to have an Asian edition of these two movies. I picked this up for, I don't know, $10. It's very cool. So, and I have the media book of The Medium. Unfortunately, I picked this up from Amazon. It's a few years ago now. It's like at least 5 or 6 years ago. And I didn't realize that it didn't have English subtitles or English dubbing. It only has, for whatever reason, it only has Spanish subtitles. Which is very, very sad. Let's open it up, just so you can see. Let's see how I do open this up. There we go. Open it up like this. There we go. It comes in this nice media edition. You get 2 discs and you get a nice booklet. As you can see, it's in Spanish, so I don't understand a thing. So I can just like watch the movie, but don't understand a thing they're talking about. Okay, then we have Old Boy. Now I have like 5 different editions of Old Boy, but this is the Steelbook DVD. Now I have the Arrow 2-disc Blu-ray, and I have a bunch of other DVD editions, which are going to come up in my later parts of this series I'm doing. But this is obviously an amazing movie. And I picked this Steelbook up, and that was like $10. I have total, I don't know, 5 Steelbooks. I don't have a lot of Steelbooks. It's like, I don't care for Steelbooks, but when I saw this for $10, I had to grab it. Why not? And the final one, for one of the greatest of all time, this is the Akira Kurosawa Samurai Collection. So this is from the BFI. I've had this for, oh man, it's 10 years at least. At least 10 years. So you have, in this set, 7 Samurai, Throne of Blood, The Hidden Fortress, Yojimbo, and Sanjuro. Some of the greatest movies and some of the most influential movies of all time, from one of the most influential directors of all time. You take away the slipcover. Oops, there we go. You have this set. You open it up like this. You have a very nice booklet. Talking about the movies and everything. Very, very nice edition. What is very cool here is that each movie has its own disc art. That is a detail that I definitely appreciate. Very cool. That's a very cool edition. So that's part 2 of my Asian cinema collection. In part 3 and probably a part 4, I'm going to go through all the DVDs I have, because now I've shown you by boutique labels and my like standard edition Blu-rays, and I'm starting on the DVDs. So the next couple of volumes or parts, whatever you want to phrase it, will be DVDs. And I have a ton of DVDs. That's what I'm thinking is going to be at least 2 parts. So What do you think about this collection so far? What do you think about these editions? Go back and watch the previous edition if you want to. My boutique label, Japanese or Asian cinemas. And let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, give me a thumb up. And if you want to watch more like this and watch the next couple of parts, maybe a possible subscribe. And yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Bye.